Hey everyone. So, I want to talk about something very important. Let's talk about eugenics. I'm not a fan of eugenics. I think it's very terrible. It is the worst thing ever. It has been talked about for a while. The perfect society. And what does define a perfect society? Or what does define perfect? Think about it. My perfect could be different from someone else's perfect. My perfect is, let's just say, living a fancy lifestyle. But for other people's perfect life, it could be them living in a small cottage and earning a normal income. That could be perfect for them. It all becomes down to how do we define perfect? And society defines perfect as basically having no flaws or, living in a very wealthy way or just, you know, being in a position of power or maybe, you know, well, whatever society say it, we shouldn't be falling for it. I'm not a fan of eugenics. I'm not a fan. If we lived in a eugenic society, I wouldn't have been born. Or I would have been born, but as soon as I was born and they found out about my rare condition, my rare problem, I would have been killed immediately. Just understand that. I have like a rare condition, it's a rare problem. One in a million, basically. And the fact that I have this and still actually growing like a normal human being, it's insane. But at the same time, I still have this problem, you know? I don't want to go into the personal problem that I have. It's a health issue, but I can still manage with this. I've done so much. I've come so far. You know, I've developed like a normal human being without no problems. But it's just that inside there are some problems. But I'm not going to talk about that because it's more a health issue, and I don't want to make a full video about my personal health like this. It's not the perfect thing to talk about. However, I want to talk about how the fact that I couldn't have been born, or I would have been killed immediately if they found out about my problem. It's just that eugenics want this perfect society. There's people out there who have no problems whatsoever. But here's the thing: normal people who aren't born with stuff, they do get sick. You can be born with no issues whatsoever. Time passes, boom, you get sick. You get an illness. You contact a disease. What are you gonna do then? People are going to eat you out. That's the thing. People are not going to look for cures or whatever. They're going to eat you out, you know? So basically, people shouldn't think that, oh, I'm not born with anything, I'll be fine. No, people can contact diseases. They can contact certain things, terminal illnesses. And trust me, you'll be yeeted off immediately. They won't take any second chances with you. Unless it's a fucking flu or whatever, then, that's basic stuff. I'm talking about diseases or stuff that's like, that you need a lot of time to cure or you'll take a long time to heal. They won't accept that. A eugenic society won't accept this type of stuff. Uh, so, all I think is eugenics is terrible, and people trying to push it is much more terrible. You know, for me personally, even though I have my own standards of what's perfect, when it comes to people's personal issues of how they are born with or how they are in general, no one's perfect. No one's perfect. No one's perfect at the end of the day. They have flaws. They have different stuff. They have different ways of living. They have flaws at the end of the day. No one's perfect. Nobody is perfect. It's very simple. No one's lives are perfect. They have good looks, but who knows? Maybe they have mental issues. They may have bad looks, but they may have, good issues. Or not good issues. They may have no issues whatsoever, and they may have only like family issues. Who knows? It's all about, like, just how people can basically live in a perfect society. Trust me, no one can survive in a perfect society. In a eugenic society, no one can survive because it's impossible. It is impossible. And should humans die because of one person's bad choices? Absolutely not. Should all of humanity suffer because of one person? Absolutely not. If a few bad people cause a lot of damage in this world, should the rest of humanity be outed out as well? No, absolutely not. This isn't a classroom where one person does something bad and the rest of the class has to suffer. No. No. Enough with this childish games. This is literally life we're talking about. If one bad person did something in the past, why should the rest of humanity suffer? You know? You know what I mean? It's like, yes, I get it. Humans did bad things. Shocking. Surprised. Oh wow, I'm so surprised. Look at me. I'm so shocked. But humans also did good things too. We are one of the best species that ever existed. We came so far. Why should we all be treated as a disease? People actually want eugenics. They think humanity is a disease that should be stopped. They think we're some kind of disease. No, we're not. We're not. Only the bad people are, you know? Anyways, that's basically it for the video. Tell me your thoughts on what do you think about eugenics. I'm not a fan of eugenics at all, because I would have been killed if I lived in a eugenic society. Let's be real. I would have been killed immediately. Anyways, tell me your thoughts. My throat is hurting. I need to end the video.